Cruising through Twitter, or is it X now? What exactly were we supposed to call it?
X.
I was cruising through Twitter last week and came across a post talking about how there were lots of articles and videos out there about advice for DMs, but that the player side of the table needed some attention too. GameMasters here, and we've talked about player advice before, albeit not terribly often, so today I want to give some up. Role-playing games are a fantastic doorway that can offer limitless adventures, imaginative storytelling, and the opportunity to work together as a team. To become a great player, you'll want to master a few key skills and attitudes. What I want to present to you is a quick rundown that can be applied to not only Dungeons & Dragons, but almost any other tabletop role-playing game out there, so that you can quickly be on your quest to be the best player that you could possibly be. Embrace creativity. RPGs are a game of imagination. As a player, don't be afraid to think outside the box. Create a unique character with a rich backstory. Remember this term, though, rich backstory. We'll return to that a little bit later in the video. Don't shy away from taking creative risks. Your character's quirks and personality can breathe life into the game, making it an engaging experience for everyone at the table. Know the rules. While being creative is essential, understanding the rules is equally important. Invest time in reading the game's equivalent to the player's handbook and familiarize yourself with the game's mechanics. This knowledge ensures smooth gameplay and helps you make informed decisions during encounters. Teamwork. Role-playing games, for the most part, are cooperative games. You'll want to work with your fellow players and the Dungeon Master to create a compelling story. Respect your party's members' choices, engage in collaborative problem solving, and be willing to share the spotlight. Great players understand that it's about the entire group, not just their specific character's story. Support this channel. Oh no, wait. You don't have to do that to be a better player. But these channel supporters have my forever thanks, and I've given them all some bonus points. And if you'd like to contribute, I'll leave a link down in the description as to how you too can become a YouTube or Patreon member. Of course, I'll add your name to this growing list as well. Stay in character. Immersion is a big part of storytelling and role-playing. Act in character if you are comfortable doing that, even if your character is vastly different from you. Develop your character's voice, mannerisms, and motivations to enhance the role-playing experience. It's okay to break character occasionally, but kind of strive for consistency. Ask questions. Open and respectful communication is crucial. If there is something going on, a spell's mechanic, for example, that you don't understand, ask about it. 2, don't be afraid to ask other players for help on a specific task. Be patient and flexible. RPGs can be unpredictable, and not everything will go as planned. Be patient when faced with challenges and setbacks, and be flexible when the storyline takes unexpected turns. Adapt to the changing narrative and embrace the opportunities that it can present. Character growth. As the game progresses, allow your character to grow and change. Characters evolve through their experiences, so don't be afraid to adapt your character's personality, their beliefs, and goals based on the story's events. Respect the DM. The Dungeon Master, they have a challenging role in shaping the game world and overseeing the adventure itself. Simply show respect and gratitude for the effort that they put into crafting the story. Avoid arguing with the DM during the game. Instead, discuss concerns or rule interpretations after the session. Have fun. Ultimately, playing a role-playing game is about having fun. Enjoy the journey, immerse yourself in the story, and savor the camaraderie with your fellow adventurers. Celebrate the triumphs and learn from the defeats, because it's the shared experiences that make the game truly special. Now, I reached out to a couple of different folks in my Discord for some specific player-specific advice that they'd like to share, and SciMonkey offered up: keep an eye on the developing situation in combat. Have your turn ready. If you're not in a scene, role-playing in a different room perhaps, shut your mouth and let the people involved play. Bring snacks for the DM. I like this one. That's non-negotiable. I really like that one. And keep notes. Now, earlier in the video, I mentioned crafting up a rich backstory, and Seraphis added, if you're in a game with role-playing, don't make a backstory so detailed that the DM or GM has no room to work with it. Your backstory should be like the template of race, class, background, or descriptor/type, focus, room to change. That's something that I find very important. If you go all hog in with so much detail that as a DM, I cannot add to your story, it's going to be very difficult. So if you have a very specific background, your parents were killed by a very specific bad guy, I may or may not be able to work that in the overall arc of the story. Also added was your DM GM figuratively and literally spends more time and money on the game than you. Be respectful. Well, we've seen that come up previously too. If you're new to this, that's okay. Don't try to pretend you're an expert DM or GM or player of a game you don't know. Everyone started somewhere, and you'll improve better with others helping you. You don't need to spend all the money buying everything for your first game. You don't know if it's the game for you yet, really. So wait, better to know. If you know that the TTRPG you're playing is for you, it's respectful if you can to get the player's material. The player book, character sheet, dice, pencil, plus eraser and sharpener, etc. In role-playing games, being a great player is not just about mastering the rules. It's about bringing your creativity, collaboration, and enthusiasm to the table. By embracing these principles, you'll contribute to memorable adventures and creating a fulfilling gaming experience for both yourself and your fellow adventurers. But let's not take my sole word for it. I'd like to hear from you all, the DMs out there, the players out there. What are some tips that you have that have made your playing experience more grand? Let us know down in the comments. And if you are a newer player or a newer DM, I've got a video of advice specifically for you. So be sure to check out this video next. And until next our paths cross, may your next adventure be full of wonder.